Well, I'm surprised you just haven't self-destructed by this time in your life. There must have been some good influence that's come into your life at some point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Some kind of angelic figure for good or something.
What the fuck is this shit? Jesus kills?
Hey.
What? I don't believe this.
Hey.
Finally proof
Wait.
Satan exists? I'm going to be with Jesus?
Hey,
You
Jesus.
want to be with Jesus?
Jesus.
Oh, sure.
Sit down and shut up, Jesus. Your session's in 10 minutes. Just sit down and shut up. Yeah.
Do you know this person? Here, hold my gum.
Sure, thanks.
Now, okay, do you have something that you need to say to me?
This is my session.
This guy, no, your session is in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Gina Ortiz and Darren Schwartz, the publishers of Bad News Magazine, right here for your entertainment. Yes.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah,
Pleased
Dave.
to meet you
Pleased
again.
to meet you. You and your tattoos.
God,
Yeah.
I'm hungry too.
Would you make me an omelet? By the way, I've been
After
thinking
the
about
show,
omelets like
yes.
all the way up here. No, can you make me one like now?
Like now?
I mean, you're supposed to be a host, right?
After I stick
Host-
my gum
host.
under my chair, yeah. Why don't you just stay the way you are? Tell me about this magazine. Tell me about Bad News Magazine. The two of you, Gina, you're the publisher and editor, and Darren, you're the associate editor.
That's correct.
How long have you been doing this?
This is our first issue.
Uh-huh.
As
Coming out
in
right
this
now.
format. Yeah, this came out tonight, hours before we came up here.
What's it about?
It's about alternative music and the local Denver scene involving music and anything else related. Now, I mean, we kind of had to throw this thing together in a hurry, but in
It
the
looks
future,
pretty good
it's-
for being thrown together in a hurry. I think.
Well, I have experience in this type of thing, and I think that it's going to be a lot better in the future.
I noticed you have a lot of sponsorships in there already. You've got
Yeah.
Ground Zero, Rock Island, and quite a few
23
others.
Paris.
Yeah. Not
Yeah,
bad.
Michael Lustig.
So you're seriously in business. How far back do you two go? What gets you into, yes. How far back do you go?
Well, light years or regular years?
Regular time.
1987 was it? Or 86?
No, it's about about 86, I guess.
Yeah, you were wearing my girlfriend's stockings too.
Yeah, something
Right,
like
for a
that.
magazine
Well,
called
we
Life.
have
Did he have all the tattoos then, by the way?
about
Would you
half or
would you
three
care to
quarters.
stand up and model those for the folks
Just
at home? Maybe.
here.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. He's wearing my underwear, by the way. Oh. Turn around. I want to see the back.
We need to make a phone call. That's called a live phone message.
Let's see the back. There's an orgy going on in the
Yeah,
back.
it's not completed yet. It's Moses, the Ten Commandments,
Uh-huh.
the golden calf at the
Yeah.
bottom.
My mom warned me about this stuff.
Now, the big thing is the spaceships in the clouds that brought Moses the Ten Commandments. And those are in the clouds, I believe, over here.
I had a guy on a show one time who said it was a vehicle, but not necessarily a spaceship.
Well,
Have a seat,
you
Jesus.
got. I mean, you read it here first. Okay, this is real.
It says on the cover,
UFOs
UFOs here now on special mission.
mission.
It also says a lot of other things. Devil baby born with horns, tail. Warning contains artistic expression. Ladies and gentlemen, you might want to be warned that Bad News Magazine
This
does
is
contain...
the best one, though, out of all of them because it's totally
What's it
from
say?
my mind. Do you know what it's like? Do you know what it feels like to blow someone's brains out?
It feels good.
Wow, you people really are sick. I'm glad you're here tonight. So you've been together for a few years. Have you worked on did I miss something? Have you worked on a magazine together before?
I was a staff writer with Livewire magazine until during a.
It was a metal publication. I did a heavy metal publication
Couple
for
years
2.5
ago?
years. Yeah.
And I got too strung out on cocaine and sort of lost my favor with Gina. And I do believe she had a run-in with
Yeah,
me,
we
too.
both had a pretty severe problem when it came to drugs, and there was a few late-night babblings that took
Yes,
place that
which is where bad news
something
comes from.
something to the effect of when we both get our shit together, we're going to do something worthwhile, and I guess this is kind of the beginning of what that might be. But in the future, I mean, we plan on going really far with this. This is a real rare form, a real raw.
By the way, you can sit up and
Really
look
good.
at me if you want to now.
Oh no.
Okay. Would you like your
I'm
gum back?
comfortable. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's stuck in it. But
No, I'm
Yeah.
comfortable actually. I like things protruding into my backbone.
what? You both were coke addicts?
Yes. I went to prison for it, and she lost her magazine.
Really?
Yes, and I've been out for almost a year. It'll be a year, December 28th.
I'm a year New Year's Eve.
How long were you in prison?
I only spent 4 months on a 4-year sentence.
Possession, or were you
It
selling?
was possession, but I was doing other things nonetheless.
How did you end up losing your magazine, Gina? You just couldn't do the work anymore? You lost your backers, or what?
Well, that was part of it. The lack of motivation was probably at least 50%, and the other 50% was due to the fact that another publication came around, and there was a lot of slander involved, and kind of like a smear campaign when it comes to politics. There's a certain amount of politics in this town when it comes to something like this. And that's basically what it was. There was other people going around, and there was just a bunch of bullshit
When you
going
say there's
on.
politics in Denver, you mean when it comes to publishing, or
Yeah,
music?
the whole
music
magazine
scene or the
industry
club scene, is it?
especially is very political. I mean, who you kiss ass to, and who you reject as far as sexual advances and stuff like that. I mean, it's really pretty entertaining, and I don't think that's
Did you
going to
have
happen.
sexual advances made at you that you, yeah?
I'm not going to mention any names, but yeah, and that was like toward the very end, and it wasn't just that.
Did
like
you
I
ever
said,
take
there
any
was
film classes? Like,
no,
Just,
well,
just
I'm a
kidding out there.
photographer,
Yeah.
No. Actually, if I would have had a camera in certain situations, I'd.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we have cameras here
It
tonight.
just does glow
Yeah.
in the dark.
Oh, good. Good. Can't lose it that way.
That's right.
That,
Yeah,
that
you
prevents
find
you
your
from
keys with
staggering
it.
into walls
Yeah.
and stuff, you know.
Well, I really enjoyed having you here. Is there anything else you want to tell
Do you want
people?
a copy?
Well, I've got one here. I'll take another one. I'll
Take them
send
all.
it home
We
to my
have more.
mom.
We'll make more.
Bad News Magazine. It's on the racks now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Around where is
Yeah,
it?
it's being distributed all
Yeah,
around
tomorrow.
town, all around Denver, Boulder. Are we going to Fort Collins with it? Not yet.
Sure, yes.
Denver, Boulder, possibly
We can't forget Fort Collins.
And it's still legal. Yeah.
We like the idea of controversy. You know, this whole censorship thing that's been going on for the last month and a half has been just outrageous. I mean, it's had a huge
Right.
effect on just about everybody
Right.
that I know. And so, hence this cover. I mean, I
Right.
just want to piss everyone off, but
Let's
I can't.
hold that up so we can see the cover. Just to that camera right there. Let's just zoom
this
in on
one?
that. Get an idea. Yeah.
My roommate
Let's
cooked my
zoom in
cat
here.
and ate
Focus, you know. Yeah. Well, that gives
Sammy
you a
Davis
little
was a
bit of
Satan
idea.
worshiper.
Yeah.
We all know it.
I thought
Okay.
he was Jewish.
Where'd you get these tattoos?
Mostly in Denver and a few in Hollywood.
Metro
California.
Tattoo. Frank Speaker.
Yes, Metro
I have
Tattoo.
to say they're damn good tattoos.
Joanna Young
He's the
in
one that pierced
Hollywood.
my nose too.
All right. Little information there.
And he's
Okay.
only pierced this.
We're gonna cut away now to a video from
To
the
an
band.
omelet.
But yeah, after the show, I'll make you the omelet. But until then, I'm sorry I don't have any grapes to feed you. By the way,
I know, I'm
Yeah.
totally disappointed.
a video by Divine
so much for your
Anger.
promise, Robin. In the air, babe.
Divine Anger is coming on after this video. Southern Sky, Gina Ortiz, and Darren Schwartz for being on the show. We'll be right back.